Okay guys, today I have a 2020 Toyota Rav4 and there are a lot of random buttons on here that a lot of people may not know what they do. So I'm going to give you a review on it so you know exactly what all these buttons do. Okay, the first ones we're going to do are these ones down here by the lower left knee kick pad. There's two buttons. This one right here is automatic high beams. So when that one is pressed in the night, the vehicle will sense if there's other vehicles coming and automatically turn off the high beams or automatically turn it on. And then this one right here is just to change the brightness of your lights on the inside of the vehicle, like the instrument cluster, the climate control, and all of that stuff. Okay, so right here for the window, this is how you control the side view mirrors. If you want to change, you click the left and then you can change it up and down, right, and change the right one over there. Obviously this locks and unlocks the windows, all of them except for the driver window. Lock, you can lock your doors with this one, unlock them right here, and then the master window switch, all of the windows, that's how you work them. Okay, the next ones we're going to do are this side. So this is the back button, this is the select menu D-pad. What this does is if you're going up, down, left, or right, it's going to control right here. So if we're going left, you'll just go into different menus, settings, stuff like that. The enter button will enable you to go into the setting or turn on or off a setting. This button right here lets you go back. This button lets you pick up a call if you have your phone hooked into the screen right here. Okay, so this one right here enables the hands-free device. So if you press it, you can tell the vehicle to call someone or send a text or kind of do stuff like that. And this turns up or down the radio or the volume. On this side, this changes the mode on the stereo and iPod and all that stuff. This will change the track. So if you want to change it to the next song or the next station, you can do that. All of these right here are related to the cruise control. So this one right here turns on the dynamic radar cruise control system. And with that, you can pretty much use cruise control and have the vehicle automatically slow down, speed up, and even turn. This plus resume, if you have your cruise control turned on, the plus will speed it up. If it's turned off, or if you press cancel and you press resume, it'll resume the speed that it was at. Right here is the minus, and if the cruise control is turned on, that'll let you slow the vehicle down. And if the cruise control, if you have pressed cancel to slow down, you can press set and set the cruise control speed. Right here, this button is the lane tracing assist button. When you press it, it'll trace the lanes in front of you and make the vehicle stay in those lanes. If you go outside the lanes, it'll beep at you and send you a message. If you have the cruise control, the radar cruise control on, it will steer for you and put you in the correct position inside the lane. This one right here for the cruise control will it's a setting that tells the vehicle how far away behind a vehicle to stay. So if we press it right here, that little blue piece right there, we're going to press it once and it's going to go to 3. If we press it again, it's going to go to 2. If we press it again, it's going to go to 1. Each blue line is the distance behind a vehicle your car is going to be. So if it's at one blue line, it's not gonna, when it comes up to a car, it's gonna slow down a lot closer to the car. If it's at 2, it's gonna give you more distance away from the car before it starts slowing down. And if it's at 3, it's gonna give you the maximum amount of distance. The stop and start button, what this button does, if it's turned off, the vehicle is just going to act regularly when you come to a stop. If it's turned on though, it's going to stop the engine. So kind of like the hybrid vehicles back in the day and a lot of the newer vehicles, if you come to a stoplight and you have this on, it's going to stop the vehicle's engine, and you're going to save gas on that. If you're just sitting there waiting for a while, the engine's going to be turned off for that length of time. And then when you start to go again, it's going to automatically turn the engine back on, and you're going to be on your way. If it's turned off, then the engine's just going to be going the whole time. This button right here is the traction control system. It's how you turn it off or turn it on. Okay, on the overhead console, this button turns that light on, that light on. If this is on or off, it turns these lights on when the doors are open, and then this one turns both of them on. This is your OnStar button or SOS button, and then glasses holder. Okay, for the climate control, you can press the automatic button and go to a certain temperature, and it'll automatically give you that temperature. That's how you turn the climate control off. We go to auto again. Obviously, you can change the temperatures with this. If you want to have dual climate control, you're going to press this sync button and turn it off. That way, each person can change their climate control to the temperature they want it to be. This right here is the front defroster, rear defroster. Obviously, you're going to press those if you have an issue with your windows being defrosted, and that'll defrost them. This right here, you can press it for the eco mode. That'll use less power, less juice when you're cooling down your vehicle or heating it up. This controls the fan speed. This controls the setting that the climate control is on. This is the button that controls whether the air is recirculating inside the cabin or coming from outside of the cabin. And this button right here is the S-Flow button. And if you press that, it automatically gives the front 2 seats priority for the climate control. So you mainly want to press that if there's only 2 people in the vehicle, and then leave it off if there are passengers in the rear of the vehicle. Okay, so this switch right here is for normal driving. That's just going to make your vehicle drive normally. If you want it to go to eco mode, you can press that, and that'll give you more gas mileage. That's going to also put your air conditioning, heater, cooler in eco mode as well. And so that's mainly when you want to have better gas mileage and more of a economical drive. And then sport, if you press sport, it's going to give you the sporty feel, sporty ride for steering and get up and all that stuff. Mainly you want to use that when you're driving maybe in the mountains or around corners a lot. And yeah, that's what sport's used for. I usually like to drive in eco mode, but obviously if you want to change that, you can. This is the parking brake right here. When you turn it on, the parking brake is engaged. Okay, the hold button is a brake hold, and you use this when you are at a stoplight and you don't want to put your foot on the brake the whole time. So instead of having your foot on the brake the whole time, you can just press this brake hold button, and it disengages when you press the gas. So it has actually a very cool function in these newer Toyota vehicles.